If by Rudyard Kipling. Before I give my thoughts, I'd like to tell you a little history about this fascinating poet. Rudyard Kipling was a famous writer who had traveled the world and seen many things. He had written stories and poems about India, Africa, and England, and had won the Nobel Prize for Literature. He was proud of his work, but he was also worried about his son, John, who was growing up in a turbulent time. He wanted to teach him how to be a good man, how to face the challenges of life, and how to keep his dignity and integrity. One day, he decided to write a poem for John, a poem that would be his fatherly advice and his legacy. He thought of all the things he had learned from his own experiences and all the things he wished he had done differently. He wrote about courage, patience, honesty, humility, and perseverance. He wrote about how to deal with success and failure, how to deal with friends and enemies, and how to fill each minute with meaning and purpose. He wrote the poem If, and he hoped that his son would read it and remember it, and that it would help him become a man of character and wisdom. The effort he put into that masterpiece still reigns supreme today. It is our first featured poem you are about to hear today. This piece resonates with me as I have two young boys. I get a sense of power and resilience from this poem. I believe that he is reminding us all that power lies within, not simply to those around us. The speaker also reminds us that overcoming hardship is not an easy task, but one that must be done with fervor, especially if you are trying to be successful at anything in life, making it that more paramount no matter how difficult it may seem. One of my favorite expressions in life is never give up, and this poem reminds me of just that. Lastly, the structure of the poem is magnificent, leaving you with cliffhangers and an easy-to-follow theme and flow. It has a great ending, making it feel like it's a short story. What does this poem mean to you?
If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build 'em up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone. And so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.